Hey guys, how's it going? Ed here with another review, and today I'm going to be reviewing On a Man by Amouage. The fragrance opens on your skin with a burst of pepper, sweet florals, nutmeg, and also a blast of Elemi moulded into the top, which lends a green, citrusy, lime-like quality to the top as well. It also serves as a bridging and a blending agent between the top and the middle of the fragrance. The opening is easily my favourite part of the scent, sets things up very nicely. It creates a really nice, it makes you excited for the rest of the fragrance, for what's going to come. Unfortunately, the opening on my skin only lasts about 10 minutes, and then from there we transition to the mid. And here the fragrance becomes a little balmy, spicy and resinous too. And what I get in my mind's eye when I smell this is a small little beige resinous cube, that perhaps the kind of thing that is used to flavour like a stock cube, for example, like a spicy stock cube with waves of pepper emanating from that, because in the mid I'm unable to really pick out and discern individual notes. What I get is this overall accord. I mean, I definitely smell patchouli, and that gives it a little bit of edge. It gives a warming effect to it. But overall, the mid is very densely packed, and on my skin I don't really get anything in the way of woods, but I do get this packed, foody, spicy accord, as I said, with waves of pepper emanating from it, because the pepper is the dominant note in the fragrance. When it first opens on your skin, the pepper is a little bit light and airy, and as the fragrance progresses it becomes a little more solid and a little bit deeper. But obviously this fragrance is made with very high quality raw materials. It's very well blended, but I am a little bit annoyed about the fact that I just get this kind of almost generic foody spicy accord with the pepper. It doesn't really do anything for me, and quite frankly it bores me a little. Now, as we hit the base of the fragrance and it finally starts to dry down, the fragrance cools off, as it were, becomes less aromatic, less peppery, and what I'm left with is a well-balanced but soft, incensey, also slightly creamy sweet ending with just what I perceive to be a touch of vanilla for the finale of the fragrance. I don't really pick up on any of the woodsy aspects of this. I really don't feel like this fragrance works for me. My skin chemistry pretty much eats it alive. I only get around 5 hours lifespan of this fragrance, and this fragrance leaves me feeling very let down and bored. For me, it was far too heavy on the pepper, and I didn't get too much else out of the fragrance. Personally, this was a major letdown, probably due to a combination of skin chemistry, anosmia, and the fact that this is simply one of those fragrances that isn't really me. But it's a very versatile, well-blended scent. It's well-mannered. It's not overly in-your-face or offensive. Age range for this, I would say this is more of a mature smell, so perhaps anyone from their late 20s upwards could pull this off. You can wear this all year round, and it is a nice fragrance, but unfortunately that's all it is. So final ratings for this. Longevity, I got around the 5-hour mark, and after that it wore very close to my skin and became a skin scent, so longevity 3.5 out of 5. Projection, for the time that it lasted on my skin, the projection was decent, so again, projection 3.5 out of 5. Sillage, fitting in very nicely, 3.5 out of 5, and the overall smell, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give this a 3. It starts out really nicely. It smells sort of zesty and kind of sweet, and it actually gives you a lot at the start, and it really builds up the fragrance. But as it wore on my skin, I became feeling a little empty and jaded and let down, and this doesn't do too much for me, so unfortunately I'm not a big fan of this. But having said that, I think for the right person this could work really well. Anyway, that's been my little review of On a Man by Amouage. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Cheers for watching and take care.